Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Washington Commanders. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First play, here's Cousins. Open here, and Adam Thielen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Cousins. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To the air again, it's Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Cousins now to throw on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Joseph's got it. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their 25-yard line. Here's Gibson to start the drive. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
Here's Howell. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Howell down to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Once more, Gibson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll run with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef, they want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll go. It's Gibson. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The tackle by Cole Holcomb. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Oh, what a juke into space. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 17-yard line. They got 29 yards that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. To throw, Cousins. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Washington. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain there of 30 big ones.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
From the 39, Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. Cousins on 1st down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Throwing, Cousins. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. To throw is Cousins. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So backed up to the 6 now, 3rd and goal. Cousins to throw it. Touchdown! Irv Smith Jr., his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Joseph connects on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. And that flag accepted. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The play fake, and now here's how to throw it. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. A huge play there for Washington. 45 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
79 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. From the 24, Powell. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, here's Howell. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Howell throwing on first down here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the first down sack. Powell to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Powell, 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. Sly able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Second half starts with a run by Gibson. They find some open field here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Gibson again. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
This time they'll throw it with Howell being chased out left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And the Vikings are going to take over here up near the 40. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Cook up the gut. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Third and short yardage. Cousins. Open man as Thielen is complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Now they contend with a second and 12 after the loss. Off the play fake, Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
The kick by Joseph is good, and that's going to tie things at 20. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 20. Line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Second down. Howell now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Cousins' throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for Minnesota. 42 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league,
the last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Gibson. It's a room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 129 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd down, Howell back to pass. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. Gibson is in. Touchdown, Washington. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's to Cook out of the back, and I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mills used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
171 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 44 yards. And the Commanders have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Working with a 2nd and 4. Now Cousins. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Cousins. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Pride. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. And the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw there taken in by Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, here's Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Troy Pride. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it,
but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Cousins now. Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Cousins again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. On 1st and 10, Cousins. This ball complete to Thielen, going across the middle. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Cousins on first down. And it'll be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. And Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Commanders, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.